Yes. Even if it's a conversation. And it's going how I was so kind of like we have to study that and see. It was a very starting left. You don't want to so you could stand feel and wow. I thought you don't want to I pulled it right, so yeah, really come free moving. I want to put a secret out. You can free daddy just so first minute, please. I'm saying of this, but it's down the street. I love the store, but I like. Okay. They don't get it. Fine. Yeah, no, you almost what's up about that? It makes sense. It's going to know water to the other fish. Yeah, we're family. The mom, thinking the truth. I start really what would I buy that do? Because it doesn't so. Oh, maybe. And not maybe that. Oh, yeah. It wasn't. Yeah, no, please tell that. Yeah, iPhone no fíjate en todo que se iPhone es que also. Just imagine iPhone and no fíjate en todo nada. The iPhone to fix it. Why did it start looking for it? But yo como era Marta de no eso hasta Marta. वाइल्डस्केप के रूप में mindstrip.com करके ना कुछ ऐप है और उसमें आने हैं वॉइस बस दोनों दिख रहा है ये बोल के कुछ भी तो होता नहीं है कल क्या तो सिंगल फोटो से बता इसका कुछ नहीं तो बोल दे ना किसी और से बस यही बात रेफरेंस की बात में रखता हूँ रेफरेंस अगर समझे मैं पूरा कुछ तो एक अलग तेरा सिग्नेचर है that's the signature आज किस टाइम भाई बात तो इतना सिंपल है ये लगा था खिलौने ऐसा 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 करके तोड़ भाई ये एक से डिग्री था पूरा अब तेरा सा पूरा एक से this तेरा है चला अच्छा ये हाँ वाले बात है क्या है एक टाइप I still have videos like करने के लिए तो comment देखने के लिए देखता है भाई comment ही next को जो comments लिखते हैं भाई next level तो जरूरी तो पूरा फेसबुक होगा चलो पाले नहीं सोचती है सिक्स का पाले से कुछ नहीं तो बोल रही हूँ अभी क्या मम्मी बोली क्या करें because now I want David थोड़ा स्टॉप है हम यहाँ पे साथ खेले तो नो अभी रख चलो ये तो लाइव ये पहले क्या जल्दी एक ने मेरा 90 का यार इसका अपडेट हो गया Because of that, you like what's up, तेरा लोग के चार सुना ना तेरा हाइट पे चार सुना ना तेरा वो लाफ्टर सुना ना वो पहले वाला एनिमे वाला अरे एनिमे वाला हंसी वैसा एनिमे वाला हंसी बहुत रिलेटेबल है एक बार करना प्लीज भाई 1 रुपया एक आने इस कैलेंडर कैलेंडर प्लीज और मेरा दोस्त है यहाँ कैलेंडर 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 भाई एक बार तेरा एनिमे वाला सीक्वल ना मैं तेरे पैसे 1 रुपया दूंगा भाई सच्ची तुझे 1 पैसा देगा दे देना हाँ वो 1 पैसा दूंगा मैं तुझे उसे घंटे में पैसा काट लिया ईरान से पूछना ईरान की तरफ मेरा नहीं पता ये इसमें लेक्चर क्या दिखाया था इसमें पूरा था मिठाई का दिवस टाइम तक जिंदगी everybody क्या जो चल रहा है चलो तुम दोनों आगे आ जाओ इधर बहुत कम भीड़ है इधर बहुत ज्यादा है आ जाओ लास्ट टाइम भी आगे बैठा था सर तो आगे रहना तो अच्छी बात है ना वो ऑलरेडी आ गए आ जाओ आ जाओ आगे आ जाओ इतना पीछे पड़ता है तो पीछे क्यों भी चला गया चल तुम आगे आ इस तरह आगे कल सीक्रेट मीटिंग चल रहा था पीछे आ जाओ आगे वहां पीछे मत बैठो Do we have anybody online? We have Swastika and Adam and Vivasa. Is Manasri also there? Online. That's the thing too. I think she's not for physics. Is for physics? It's for physics. He comes in the class, Manasri. Yes. All right. Okay, tell me, where did we stop in the last lecture? Where did we stop?
Well, we are sorry.
पूरे का हो गया 80 ग्राम कर लिया
80 भी हो गया
80
हो गया
80 भी हो गया तो लेवल स्टार्ट किया था
हाँ गई क्या
देखो अच्छा सबने नोट किया था
हाँ
यस बर्थडे बॉय मुझे याद आया नोट किया था क्या नोट किया था लास्ट डे का नहीं लास्ट कॉन्फ्रेंस नोट जरा आपने वीडियो ब्लाउज की करा था सही बात है इसके बाद 10 का Somebody, can I borrow one wallet? Sure. Anybody has 2 wallets? Okay, so we did accelerated time graph also. Anybody has any doubt? So after last class, I think we got familiar with how to work with graphs. Motion under gravity, gravity. Motion under gravity.
Go.
Did we derive the equations of motion?
No.
V is equal to u plus 80.
No.
नहीं किया ना हाँ वो करना है फिर
So Vivaswat, where did we stop in the last class?
AT is equal to B minus U.
Hmm?
A is equal to B minus U upon T goes to Ti.
देखो ग्राफ बना है
ये last. हाँ.
इसका मतलब देख So we have done ST graph. Then we have done VT graphs. Okay, we did 80 graphs. What information you derive from ST graph? Nature of motion and what information you get?
Displacement.
Nature of motion and you can calculate
Displacement.
speed. It is equal to slope of ST graph. Okay, slope gives speed, right? In VT graph, what information you get? Nature of motion. Like nature of motion as in uniform motion, non-uniform motion, correct? In VT graph, again, body at rest, uniform motion, non-uniform motion. Then what does the slope give here? Slope gives acceleration. Slope of VT graph is acceleration, correct? What else do you get? You get displacement here, which is area under VT graph. Okay? Area gives area of VT graph gives displacement. This is what we got. And 80 graphs again, it gives nature of motion.
Sir,
Yes,
so what does the area of ST graph give?
there is nothing. S into T. What is S into T?
And VT graph.
V is equal to S upon T. So there is nothing in ST. Okay? There is no area for ST graph. So 80 graph also gives nature of motion. Who was that? Vivaswat.
Yes, sir.
In 80 graph also, we get nature of motion. Right? Then we get whether it is acceleration or retardation. Then what do we get? Area. In 80 graph, what does the area give? Area का मतलब क्या होता है देखो. Suppose this is 80. एरिया का मतलब क्या तुम्हें प्रोडक्ट मिलेगा A into T. ये मिलेगा है ना. एरिया अगर निकालो तो क्या मिलेगा A into T. तो किस फॉर्मूले में आता है? व्हाट इज A का फॉर्मूला B minus U by T. तो 80 क्या होगा? B minus U. So area of 80 graph gives you change of speed in the chosen time interval. Means, let's say the body accelerated with whatever acceleration given for 4 seconds. So what will be the change in velocity? That's what area will give.
So I
Velocity.
couldn't hear you.
Huh?
I couldn't hear you, sir. So can you repeat the last line?
Area of 80 graph gives you the change in velocity because acceleration formula is this. So what is area? A into T. Isn't it? So what is A into T? It is difference in velocity. Meaning, for example, let us say the body was moving with acceleration 5 meter per second square. This was the acceleration, constant. So each second, and let us say the initial velocity was 1 meter per second. Okay. So each second, By how much the velocity is increasing? 1. Sorry, 5. So if it was 1 meter per second, after 1 second, means at t equal to 0, what was the velocity? 1 meter per second. So at t equal to 1 second, what will be the velocity? 1 plus 5, meaning 6 meter per second. Because each second, what is meaning of 5 meter per second square? A is equal to 5 meter per second each second. This is what it means. So हर second में कितना velocity बढ़ेगा? If the body is accelerating at the rate of 5 meter per second square. So 2 seconds में कितना हो जाएगा? 11 meter per second. So on and so forth. तो 4 सेकंड में कितना होगा? ये क्या है? डिफरेंस इन स्पीड. तो डिफरेंस कितना हो गया? यहाँ पे डिफरेंस है 5 मीटर पर सेकंड. यहाँ पे डिफरेंस कितना हो जाएगा? ईच सेकंड 5 मीटर पर सेकंड करते करते क्या होगा? 10 हो गया यहाँ. नेक्स्ट सेकंड में कितना होगा? 15. उसके आगे 20. तो 21 हो जाएगा क्योंकि इनिशियल वेलोसिटी कितना था उसको? 1 था. तो 4 सेकंड में कितना बढ़ेगा? 20 मीटर पर सेकंड बढ़ जाएगा. हर सेकंड में कितना बढ़ रहा है? 5 5 5 5, है ना? तो 4 सेकंड के बाद में कितना आएगा? ये आंसर कितना आना चाहिए? तो ये आएगा 20 मीटर पर. डिफरेंस है ना?
Yes.
डिफरेंस है. वही तो होगा. ये 5 है. 5 into 4 20. Is it understood, Vivaswar?
Yes, sir.
So the area of AT graph gives the difference in the speed after the chosen timing. Okay? Sure. So I think in the last class we discussed till here. Next topic is motion under gravity. Okay? What is the next topic? Motion under gravity. So whenever a body moves under gravity, like in case that is body under free fall. Body in free fall. This is the example of motion under gravity. Or if you have thrown a body upward, that is also motion under gravity. Right? So what is the acceleration due to gravity? What is the acceleration due to gravity? 9.8 meter per second square. Whenever you drop any object, it falls at the rate of 9.8 meter per second. Each second its velocity. Let's say if you drop any object at the top, what is its velocity? 0. After 1 second, its velocity will be 9.8. So for simplicity, let us take this as 10 meter per second square. Then it is easy to calculate. After 1 second, the velocity will be 10. Let us say it takes 4 seconds to drop or reach ground. So what will be the velocity at the end of 4 seconds? 40. है ना? समझ आ गया? So what is acceleration due to gravity? So G is the acceleration developed by the freely falling body under gravity. What is gravity? Earth's gravitational force. Gravity is a force. So whenever a body falls freely under Earth's gravity, the acceleration developed in the body is this much. Okay, is that clear? So this is in short motion under free fall. Now under gravity, the motion could be downward motion like this. So for downward motion, the velocity is continuously increasing. Okay, so this is accelerating, right? For upward motion, when you throw the body upward, so what will happen? The body will reach the top position.
In 1 point.
You have thrown the body now with velocity u. Now it is not zero. It has got some initial velocity. If it is zero, it won't go up. Now you provided some initial velocity, right? So the velocity was maximum at the time of projection. Okay, you threw it with maximum velocity, and due to that velocity, it tried to go up. But what about gravity now? Gravity is still acting downward. So it will act as acceleration or retardation. It will retard. So every second now the velocity will reduce by 10 till it becomes zero.
Then again the velocity.
Then it won't stay there.
Yes.
It won't stay there. Now velocity is zero, but has the acceleration stopped acting on it? No.
No.
Yeah? G is always acting. So it will pull it down.
Yes.
So it will be zero at the top position momentarily. You feel that the object is at rest. But velocity is a vector quantity. So even though the magnitude of the velocity is zero, but what is happening at that time? This velocity until reaching the maximum height, the direction was like this. Momentarily, when it feels like it is zero, that time the direction is changing. Even at the top position. Okay, what is happening now? Velocity's direction is changing now. Then it will fall down. Okay, so sometimes the question is asked, is it possible that the body may have zero velocity and zero acceleration? It's possible for this case. If the body is at rest, what is its velocity? Zero.
Zero.
What is its acceleration? Zero. Okay? If the body is in motion, its velocity will not be equal to zero. What about its acceleration?
Not equal to zero. It will increase.
What if it is moving with uniform velocity?
It will be
It
still
will be-
specific.
Uniform.
Uniform.
If velocity is not changing, is there acceleration?
Yes.
No.
No.
What is A? It is rate of change of velocity. So if the body is in motion, it may have A equal to zero for uniform motion. Right? A equal to zero for uniform motion. Who is that?
Device.
But if I mute it, whatever they speak, I will not be able to hear.
So just decrease the volume.
Is there?
Sir. Sir.
Is it better? You want to say something?
Hello, sir. Hello, hello.
There is
Hello. Hello.
Yes. One of
Hello, sir.
Can you speak something, Devasu?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's muted.
Hello. Hello, sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Page by one, it was already at 100, that's why.
Increase.
Okay. Alright, now, So for uniform motion, acceleration will be zero because body is moving at constant velocity. V is constant, right? We can say V equal to constant, right? But if V is increasing, A is not equal to zero for non-uniform. Is that clear? Now V is V with some V. V is not constant. Not constant. This time V is not constant. V is increasing or decreasing. Anything. Both cases A is not zero. It could be either positive or negative. Hope this is clear now. Okay. So what is the sign of acceleration? Sign of acceleration is taken as positive. G is positive when direction of motion is in the direction of gravity. When acceleration is in the direction of motion, then it is positive. When G is negative,
Is a negative.
yes, for upward motion, G is always downward. Negative for upward motion. Meaning it will record positive or downward. This thing you must know. Okay. So hope this is clear now. Okay. So you may want to write this. This is a concept which will be useful in solving analysis. What we have discussed is motion under gravity. So what is to be learned here? Note. Even though at the top the velocity is zero, but acceleration is not zero. It is E equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Yes. So at the top, B may be zero, but not the acceleration. This is just to explain. So every lecture you should write the date also, so that you know when we did what. Date is found here. Whatever right. तो very time देखते हैं lecture का फॉर्म हाँ और एक के बाद बोलेगा date will vary. Okay, written. Left side can I erase? Left side.
Yes.
Sir, are we going to start numerical school?
Yes, today. What is the status of this chapter at your school? अभी तो छुट्टी है ना स्कूल में. स्कूल में start नहीं है. So nice. ये chapter. तुम लोग का क्या?
आधा हो गया.
ये वाला आधा हो गया ना. But we are ahead, right? Today I think we'll complete the theory and almost 50% numerical field. Okay. Done writing? Some are still writing. So we will now derive equations of motion. Derivation of equations of motion. Basically, there are three equations of motion. Have we done this?
No.
Okay, we'll derive it first. So how will we derive these equations of motion? Using velocity time graph. Completed. Can I erase right side?
No.
So what does it mean by U?
Initial velocity. So let me write down. There. U is initial velocity. V is final velocity. S is displacement. A is acceleration. D is time. So equations of motion basically is a relation between these variables of motion. So any motion in a straight line, and A is what kind of acceleration? Uniform acceleration. It is not non-uniform acceleration. Equation of motion is only valid for uniformly accelerated motion, not for non-uniform acceleration. Okay. So let's consider this graph. Consider following VT graph. Yes. ये underline क्यों कर दिया मैंने? It's not a heading. Okay. It's not a heading. Okay. Consider following VT graph. अभी VT ग्राफ देख के बताओ क्या हो रहा है इसका?
ऊपर जाओ.
So what do you have? You have time in second on x-axis and velocity on y-axis. And this is in meter per second. So whenever you write any variable, write it with units. Okay? So y-axis represents your velocity. So we have taken two time t equal to 0 and at some time t. So what is the initial velocity here?
Initial velocity u.
U. At time t equal to 0, whatever is the velocity, it is initial velocity. What is the final velocity? V.
V.
Huh? So that was simple. So how do we know the final velocity is V? It is the corresponding velocity to the final time. And this is the corresponding velocity to the initial time. Right? So now, so what is the slope of this graph? What is the slope of this graph? Slope of VT graph is, what is the slope of VT graph? Acceleration. So from above graph, A is equal to, what is the final velocity? V minus T, V minus U. Okay, let go. A is equal to slope of VT graph. So what is the slope? V minus U upon T minus 0. Correct? So this is nothing but V minus U by T. That will say, so KT is equal to, yes,
कोई waiting room में.
पता नहीं. ठीक है. So AT is equal to V minus U. So what is V? Therefore, V is equal to U plus AT. This is our first equation of motion. So from graph, we derive the first equation of motion. Okay. Further, S is equal to, what is displacement? Area under VT graph. It is area under VT graph. Okay. So it is area under VT graph, right? So what is the area here? There you go. I have divided the area into area of triangle plus area of rectangle. Right? So what is it? Let's name this as A, B, C, D, and E. So this is divided into two parts, area ABDE plus area of triangle BCD. Correct? So what is area ABD? It is AB into AE. And what is the area of triangle? Half base of BD into DC. Correct? We just have written the formulas for area of rectangle and area of triangle. Now substitute the value. What is AB? AB is on the y-axis. What is AB? Huh? How much is AB?
AP is B minus A.
AB. B तक तो पहुंचे ही नहीं. What is AB? U.
Q.
AB is U. What is AE?
E.
T.
U into D.
What is BD? BD is same as AE. It is rectangle. What is it? T. So what is DC? This is V. This is U. So what is this?
UT. VT. VT.
V minus V. V minus U. That is only this much. How much is this? V minus U. This is y-axis. T कहाँ से आ गया? Understood? What is DC? V minus U. So V minus U. But what is V minus U? 80. Okay. So you write here now. UT plus half into T into 80. This gives UT plus 80 square, which is our second equation. Understood, everyone? So 80 comes from equation 1. This. यहाँ से भी लिख लो. 80 is equal to B minus 2. It is equal to B minus 2. ठीक है. Also, ये भी क्या है? इसमें ऐसा है. Also, S is equal to area of trapezium ABCDE S is equal to area of trapezium ABCDE. क्या है ये? What is area of trapezium ABCD? Half into sum of parallel sides. Into distance between parallel sides. It is given as height, but this trapezium doesn't have height. It has distance within the parallel sides. Correct? This is what is area of trapezium. So what is parallel sides? What is parallel side of trapezium? AB plus EC. And what is distance between parallel sides? BD. Now substitute the values. Okay, I'll erase this part. So therefore, S is equal to half. What is AB? U. EC is just V. What is EC? It's now full. Just V. From here, 0 to EC. It is not ED plus DC. So ED plus DC is what? Full V. Whatever is the value of V, it is with respect to 0. That is V. And what is T? What is BD? It is T. So I'll just rearrange V plus U. Now what is T from here? V minus U by A. What is T? V minus U by A. Okay, so from 1 only. V minus U by A. So now I multiply 2A here, therefore 2AS is equal to V plus U, V minus U. What is V plus U, V minus U?
B square minus U square.
Very good. Therefore, 2AS is equal to V square minus U square. So we get the third equation now. Okay. So we have derived all the three equations. So note, you write down note here. Above equations of motion are valid only for uniform acceleration. Uniformly accelerated motion. That is for constant A. This is one remark. Sign of A is positive in the direction of motion. If in the direction of motion is negative if opposite ठीक है Can I erase this middle part?
Yes.
Now you are familiar with third part. You are familiar with formula for third part. You are familiar with the formula for average velocity. What is average velocity? How do we calculate average velocity? Displacement upon total time. Correct? Average velocity is for non-uniform motion. Right? But if it is non-uniform motion such that A is constant, non-uniform motion with constant acceleration, there is a different formula to calculate average velocity. So for constant A, the average is given as U plus V by 2. Did I give you this formula? Have I given you this formula earlier? No. So this is the second formula for average velocity, which is valid only if the motion is non-uniform, but acceleration is uniform. These equations of motion are also valid for constant acceleration. Constant acceleration. Okay?
The area of the radial wave is giving
And what else it is valid for? The motion has to be in straight line. You can add here in straight line. In straight line. This chapter is all about motion in one dimension. All these equations are valid for motion in straight line. And then additional condition is acceleration constant. Okay, just add accelerated motion, that is for constant acceleration in straight line. Okay? So how will this equation get modified if it is motion under gravity? The same equations of motion for motion under gravity. How will you write equation of motion for motion under gravity? In this case, just replace S with H and A with G. Displacement becomes height and acceleration becomes acceleration due to gravity. Okay, that is V is equal to U plus GT. S is equal to UT plus half GT square. And V square minus U square is equal to 2GH. 2GH. Okay, that's it. So nothing has changed. Now the motion has become vertical, either downward or upward. With the sign convention, you already know what is the sign convention.
reduction वगैरह भी ऐड की कर ले
That is.
reduction के लिए भी ऐड की कर ले
क्या reduction?
formula
क्या reduction?
speed के लिए upwards motion
नहीं, इसी से आएगा ना, G माइनस हो जाएगा अपवर्ड में. जब तुम्हारा मोशन अपवर्ड हो रहा है तो G का साइन क्या लेंगे? ये देखो ना, जैसे A is positive if opposite to direction of motion, तो G का तो डायरेक्शन फिक्स है नीचे ही. तो अगर तुम अपवर्ड मोशन में जा रहे हो तो G क्या हो जाएगा? नेगेटिव. ठीक है, अगर तुम डाउनवर्ड में आ रहे हो तो G क्या हो जाएगा? पॉजिटिव. ये रूल अप्लाई होता है, जी के लिए भी यही रूल। डाउनवर्ड मोशन में जी क्या होगा? पॉजिटिव, अपवर्ड में जी नेगेटिव। तो न्यूमेरिकल में ध्यान रखना है, ठीक है। सो रेडी फॉर सॉल्विंग न्यूमेरिकल्स नाउ। ये भाई पानी चाहिए कि नहीं मुझे? नहीं है भाई, पानी कट रहा है। हुआ था ना?
मेरे को ये
Okay, so now let's start numerical. How much time we have? Lot of time. Okay. So open page number 28 of their volume. Unless you have any questions here. Do you have any questions here? Note it down. First complete the notes. Have you tried questions from your books?
No.
Brother or Selena
No, sir.
or Evergreen?
एवरग्रीन क्या है?
वो भी एक publication है. Some schools follow Evergreen publication. So तुम लोग में कोई Evergreen वाला है?
नहीं.
How many? Two brothers now, rest are sisters. Only two brothers. Selena. Selena वाले कितने?
सर ब्रदर
एक सेलिना है, बाकी सब ब्रदर.
अच्छा, एक Selena.
ब्रदर
Brother?
ब्रदर
All are brothers?
ब्रदर.
Okay. So she is also?
ब्रदर.
Why is this?
जी
Rand was again, sorry, Rand, all Rand. Rand from this year they have changed to brothers. Until last year they were calling Selena.
पैसा ज्यादा मिलेगा ना.
Exactly. मतलब ये बच्चे लोग को भी मालूम है कि क्यों brothers हैं. Okay, now let me start. Can I erase the board?
यस सर.
Okay, everybody now come on page number 28, UT volume. Question 1, review questions. So this is MCQ, first question is MCQ.
सर ठीक है. पेन ठीक है सर.
Don't do that. Now there is a, just pick that pen, different one.
पेन उठा लो और भर दे.
देखो किसका है?
हमारे घर में इसी है.
यहाँ रखो इधर, इधर रखो. Now make a correction. Let it go. Make a correction here. What is written on the displacement axis is, it is starting from 20, okay? It should start from 10. Correction is 10, 20, 30. मतलब reduce every value by 10. Understood? यहाँ पे the values are starting from 10. So it is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. One more, 60, right? First make the correction. So it is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Make the correction in your volume itself. This is okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is time in second. And this is displacement in meters. Now let us answer the question. Order. Okay, now make one more correction. This is point A. This is point B. Make this as point C. Make the correction in your book.
Sir. I will just look at it. Sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take the points like this. Are you all right? What did you eat?
Creation.
Okay, now
Sir,
take the first question. What kind of motion is this? Wrong option. Uniform. Why are you saying so?
because it is straight.
Straight line. Displacement time graph, straight line, that means uniform motion. What is the answer? A. A is correct. The velocity between points A and C is भाई straight line है वो point कहीं पे भी हो velocity एक ही मिल
A
जाएगा
और B दिख रहा है.
क्योंकि slope क्या होगा
Sir,
velocity
A
is
और B दिख
Sir,
रहा है.
A और B दिख रहा है sir.
कोई भी point ले लो मैंने दिया ना वैसे यहाँ पे
Sir.
I gave you the correction. Correct your graph. Correct the graph in your book papers.
10 ms.
Okay? And it does not matter actually.
10 ms raised to minus
So
1.
what is it?
10 ms raised to minus 1.
देखो, each second,
Third
look here, each second it is 10. 10. Slope, change in velocity upon change in time. So velocity is slope, right?
Yes.
So slope, V is equal to slope. So this is, what is the slope between A and C? 50 minus 20 divided by 5 minus 2. This is the slope between A and C, correct? How much is this? 30 by 3, which is 10 meter per second. Which option is that?
Option C.
So option C is correct. Okay? So from the graph, actually graph questions are very easy to do. If you know how to calculate the asked parameter. Okay, now third question. What is the third question?
Displacement. The displacement at t is equal to 3 seconds is
As per the modified graph, it is 30.
30 meters.
30 meters.
So it is option 2.
T.
Have you changed the question in your
Yes,
book
sir.
as per this graph?
Yes, sir.
Only then the answers will match. So there are many questions where there could be either the question itself typographical error. There is sometimes error in the answer also. So go by your conceptual understanding and match answers with your friends. Okay? There may be a situation where you are not able to match the book answer. That clear? So in doubt, discuss. Okay, next question, question number 2. Okay, everybody read question 2 and see what is the correct answer. You will only raise your hands. Not worth answering. Velocity is uniform, right? First question से अलग है क्या?
नहीं
Sir.
It is the first question was graphical. This is a word. It is in words. So it is a straight line, correct? So correct option is, what is the correct answer?
A.
Next, study the
Study the velocity time graph from below and answer the question that follows. Script level in 5 seconds.
50 meters.
Come on. Oh my God.
who will answer. How do you find displacement from velocity time graph? Question is, how do you find displacement from velocity time graph?
Oh, wait.
Wait a minute, yeah, I got you.
0 minus 50 minus 50.
Online,
Sir, the area of the velocity time graph.
correct. It is the area under velocity time graph. Asmat, you are missing important concept. ये तो की कर रहे थे buddy. What is displacement?
कितना आंसर देंगे इसका?
किसका?
सर वेलोसिटी माइनस 0 होना चाहिए ना इनिशियल वेलोसिटी तो 0 माइनस 50
कैसे समझाएं इसको? एरिया है भाई, एरिया एरिया अंडर वीटी ग्राफ कितना निकलेगा? हाउ डू यू कैलकुलेट डिस्प्लेसमेंट वीटी ग्राफ से? एरिया निकालो, एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल बनेगा ना, एरिया निकालो. ठीक है, ऐसे ग्राफ के क्वेश्चन है. सो यू हैव लर्नड इट जस्ट नाउ. एरिया अंडर वीटी ग्राफ गिव्स डिस्प्लेसमेंट. हाउ मच डिस्प्लेसमेंट यू गेट?
250
Is 250 correct?
yes
250 is not correct.
50 होना चाहिए ना.
मतलब समझा ना मुझे कैसे. एरिया निकाल लिया ट्राइंगल का, क्या होता है? अभी हमने प्रूव किया. नया ने क्या क्या प्रूव किया? वीटी ग्राफ ये होता है ना. तो एरिया अंडर वीटी ग्राफ क्या है? एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल. ट्राइंगल रेक्टेंगल सब समझा दिया मैं. व्हाट इज द एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल? हाफ बेस इनटू हाइट. एरिया ऑफ, यस. व्हाट इज द एरिया ऑफ ट्राइंगल? अब ट्राइंगल का नाम तो लिखा नहीं है. हाफ बेस इनटू हाइट. व्हाट इज द बेस हियर?
125
वेरी स्मार्ट. तो अभी तक क्या कर रहा था? अभी तो मैंने दिया तब बता रहे हो. This smartness has to come in time, otherwise exam में गड़बड़ करके आओगे. What is area of triangle? Base is 5 second. Base क्या है? Time. Height कितना है? 50 meter per second. So this is how much? 50 into 5 is 250 divided by 2 meter per second. It will be only meter.
125
So second and per second will get cancelled. Second and per second will get cancelled. What remains is 250 by 2. This is 125. None of you got the answer. Okay. None of you got the answer. Are you getting? So this is how the questions using graphs are very simple, but it has to flash. You got it?
इसको कब से बोले टारगेट और अगले बार इसको पीछे जो आंसर्स हैं वो मैच नहीं कर रहे हैं.
हाँ, तो पीछे के आंसर खराब हो सकते हैं ना, मैंने बताया ना तुमको अभी. You are just searching for wrong answers. Get some correct. Learn how to get the correct answer. Forget about
अगला 10 ms to minus 2
Is third understood by everyone?
yes sir
Yes.
Okay. So third question, the first part was this.
Second,
What is the second part?
10 ms raised to minus 2.
Retardation of the body is calculated from the graph is, how do you calculate the retardation? You have to calculate acceleration, which is the slope. So how do you calculate the slope? So for retardation, you have to calculate acceleration.
Sir, मेरा answer correct.
देखते हैं? So for slope, you require 2 points. Take 1 point on the x-axis, 1 on the y-axis. So what is the final velocity? What is the final velocity? V2 minus V1 upon V2 minus E1. What is V2? $50. V2 is?
It's 50.
Is it at T0 or at T5? 50 is at T5. This is 5 and this is 50.
Yes, sir.
When is it 50? At T equal to? 50 is at T equal to 0.
0.
And at 5, V is on the x-axis. What is final velocity? 0. See, they will give you the graph like this and that sets everything opposite. You get it? So V2 is 0, V1 is 50. Because V1 was 0, V2 is 5. Okay? So A is equal to
Yes, sir.
minus 50 by 5, which is minus 10 meter per. So you are getting negative acceleration. Negative acceleration. So this means what is retardation? Negative acceleration means retardation. So retardation is 10 meter per second. Acceleration is negative. इसलिए रिटार्डेशन बोलो मतलब माइनस साइन लिखने की जरूरत नहीं. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is the answer? C. Therefore, correct answer is C. C is the correct answer. Okay. So although I have taught you so many, graph theory, but it is still, I mean, the recall is not happening. So more practice required. Okay. Now, last class I missed to discuss with you. I am running the practice. Okay. Where all of you are supposed to do homework questions. Chapter 1 is over. So there are so many assignments at the back of your volume. Okay. You have questions in your book also. I'm not able to discuss questions inside your book because we are following this. Right? So unless you ask questions from your book, when you have doubt, I won't be discussing. But you are supposed to try that as homework. So now, henceforth, what is the plan? The homework plan is like this. What is the homework plan for you? It is a daily plan. Each day you will do minimum 10 questions. Per day. Okay, this is the plan. Minimum 10 questions per day. Okay, from where? From volume. This is for online students as well. From volume and your textbook put together. So each chapter may not have more than 150 to 200 questions. Okay, it will not be more than that. In a week, we meet once only. So you have 7 days before we meet next. Okay, so each day, 7 questions means you will do 70. Each day, 10 questions. That means you do 70 questions. Minimum. You can do more. Like I asked to do 10 questions, but some students did 40 questions also. Because when it is MCQ, doesn't take much time. Yeah, that's an MCQ thing. So now the questions are like application type, MCQ type. The more questions you do, more comfortable you will become. अभी क्या theory मैंने पढ़ा दिया है, तुम्हें लग रहा है सब आता है. Actual testing will be when you start solving questions. ठीक है? So plan is very simple. 10 questions per day. So in a week, this means 70 questions per week. This is a must-do thing. You will have a homework notebook. It could be part of your classwork notebook. मतलब पीछे तो homework कर सकते. If you have difficulty carrying 2 notebooks, same classwork notebook can be also double up as homework notebook. ठीक है? In a different area you maintain that. So henceforth, before beginning the lecture, I'll check the homework notebook as well.
So we need to maintain different one.
Up to you. Either different or same. But you must bring your homework notebook next class onwards with at least 10 questions per day attempted. What did I say? 10 questions per day attempted.
Sir,
You may get stuck. Let's say you may get stuck in some question, then we can discuss those.
sir,
But you got to try.
sir,
10 questions per day.
So
सर क्योंकि मैथ्स का भी करना पड़ता है मैथ्स वाले पे 2-3 घंटे आराम से चले जाते दोनों करके भी टाइम नहीं मिलेगा
तो टाइम तुमको चाहिए किस लिए? योर स्टूडेंट्स.
हाँ सर
तो
और भी subjects.
मैथ्स फिजिक्स में ज्यादा टाइम लगता है, बाकी तो जल्दी हो जाती है. केमिस्ट्री में जो न्यूमेरिकल्स है,
हाँ
क्वांटिटेटिव, वो बहुत कम है.
क्वेश्चन
आंसर्स है, उसमें उतना टाइम नहीं लगेगा. टाइम तुमको ज्यादा लगेगा फिजिक्स और मैथ्स में. फिजिक्स में और ज्यादा टाइम लगेगा, मैथ्स से भी ज्यादा, क्योंकि इसमें इमेजिनेशन भी चाहिए. मैथ्स में तो लाइक स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड कैलकुलेशंस है. फिजिक्स में यू हैव टू डेवलप योर इमेजिनेटिव स्किल्स, क्योंकि इट इज कॉन्सेप्ट बेस्ड. तो फिजिक्स और मैथ्स के लिए यू फाइंड टाइम टू डू. Later on you'll be comfortable. 10th में you'll be much comfortable. अभी क्या है? As you're moving from 7 to 8, I mean 8 to 9, suddenly there is a level change at various levels. एक तो question examination pattern भी change हो रहा है. They are coming up with application oriented questions. तो अभी देखो इसमें कहीं वो कहानी, you don't have to write story, how you do this, that. Straight away application of concept.
There are only numericals are answer question.
All, I mean, you have every question. You have descriptive questions also, but I leave that choice to you. There are combination of variety of questions. You choose any 10 questions, but each day it will be different 10 questions. And you can skip the questions that we have done in the class. Are you listening? You can skip the questions that we are doing in the class, so that it is not repeated. So book में तुम्हारे पास कैसे है? Solved examples are also there. Do that. Even if you do solved examples 10, I'm okay with that. Are you listening? Solved examples with 10 किया, I'm okay with that. Next day, different. ठीक है? But I will prefer that you do unsolved ones. ठीक है ना? Be honest with yourself. You are doing it for your own good, but I'll be checking. I'll see that you're doing or not. Okay? Wherever you are stuck, come and discuss. This is a must-do exercise. No excuse. Then I got sick, I forgot to bring homework notebook, ये सब नहीं चलेगा.
If we didn't manage to do 10 questions, then
Can do 20, I don't mind.
no, I mean if you don't manage, if I
You mean you didn't reach 10 itself?
yes,
Why? I mean, what's the problem? Then it gets like backlog. You have 7 days, na? You will be seeing me on the 7th day. So you have a buffer, na? Some days you do 10, but other day you may have more time.
yes, sir.
You manage your time. Time management. It is vacation. You don't have to go to school, right?
Yes, sir.
What I'm saying, let it start.
Sir, can
You start. We'll see next day. Next week when we meet. Okay, you start. The thing is, the sooner you start, the more comfortable you'll become with physics. Because now, as we go forward, it will become heavier. So, and these are the heaviest chapters. First few chapters are heaviest. So once you are thorough with this, rest of the physics will look very easy. Most of the calculation are only in initial few chapters. इसके बाद उतना calculation है. Is that okay? Run it for some time. Don't think too much कि अभी आगे क्या करना है. That's what I'm saying. Do 10 questions a day. Then by the end of 2 weeks, you have 150 questions done. Finish. That's a lot of exercise, which will make your life much easy later on. Okay, start करो. Don't worry. You just start. Okay, don't think कि बहुत ज़्यादा है. Yeah. Okay, we'll now discuss question 4. So everybody understands this, online students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so follow it honestly, diligently. Now, question 4. Question 4. Once the chapter is finished, doing questions is fun. You will realize it. No, it doesn't actually. I mean, if you are able to do it, then it's fun. Otherwise, it is disaster. Right? What disaster? If not now, we can do it later, right? Question 4. What is question 4? Which of the following graphs shown below represents the uniform motion of the object? Question 4. B. Who says B?
B.
What graph is this? Velocity time or displacement time? So is it same as question 1? Question 1 में क्या था? Displacement time. तो displacement time का straight line भी uniform. D रहना चाहिए. D ही है. Uniform में velocity constant होता है. Uniform में क्या constant होता है? Velocity. और displacement time में क्या constant होता है? Slope. Straight line का क्या constant होता है? Slope. वो भी क्या है? Velocity. Understood? Yes. So the answer to question 4 is option D. Correct. Option D is correct. Question 5. Let's do it. Let me see who gives the correct answer. Question 5. क्या दिया question 5 में? क्या ये? What is it? V in meter per second. ये क्या दिया? Time in second. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So from the graph, what do you have to calculate? You have to calculate distance. And in T is equal to 6 seconds. Distance equal to what? Displacement equal to. Calculate distance and displacement for this graph. So how do you calculate distance or displacement from VT graph?
Days distance.
Area. So what is the area for distance? So distance is equal to which area? How many areas are there? A1, A2 and A3. So all area will give you distance. So distance is equal to area A1 plus A2 plus A3. What is area A1? 4 into 2, 8. Area A2, AB minus 1 minus 2. This is 4 minus 2 into 2. So this is 2 into 2, 4. Is it minus 4 or plus 4? Distance. Distance. Distance, we only calculate distance only magnitude. Okay? This is plus 4 again. What is the area? 2 into 2. Yes? Everyone got it? How we got the area? What is this? 2. What is the total distance? 16 meter. What about displacement? It will be area A1 minus area A2 because this is negative. So we consider sign for displacement. So it is 8 meter minus 4 meter plus 4 meter. So this is 8 meter. Distance 16 meter. Displacement 8 meter. Okay, this is how it is.
B.
So which answer?
D.
B. What is answer B? That is correct. Okay,
Yes.
so write the steps. All you have done. Where are the steps? Okay. Do you think you'll remember it after a few days?
No.
When you're so sure, keep writing.
Yes.
All these steps in T seconds. The solution stage. You should write the question number, page number in your notebook.
Contact of 5 items.
What is question 6? Girls will answer this. SI unit of velocity is SI unit of velocity is what is the formula for velocity? Velocity formula E is equal to it's not written on each other's face.
So what's that?
Meters per second, right? If you don't know the unit of velocity now, there's something to
Yes, but
cause for concern here. I mean, I'm worried now. After the entire chapter is over, if you can't tell the SI unit of velocity, what is velocity? Displacement upon time. Every graph, the unit is given. Displacement का unit meter है, time का second. Slope velocity है, meter per second. अब भी 10 बार velocity का unit लिखा है.
ये है ना सर ये है
बराबर ना?
ये है
E है, obviously. D लिख दिया, B. ऐसे मिस्टेक होता है एग्जाम में. D लिख दिया यार और B लिख दिया. होता है ऐसा? हाँ. E आंसर है. क्या लिख रहा हूँ मैं? D है. This is called silly mistake.
प्लस के जगह माइनस माइनस की जगह
Question 7. हाँ. चलो बेटा, unit of retardation. तुम बताओ, तुम्हारा टाइम क्या है? हाँ? B, which is क्या है?
बी बोल रही है
अगर डी बोला
हाँ, इतना जोर से बोलो. हाँ. D मतलब मीटर पर -2 क्या? मीटर -2 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर. मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर. सेम जो एक्सीलरेशन का यूनिट है वही होगा. सो इट इज B. रिटार्डेशन क्या है? नेगेटिव एक्सीलरेशन. तो जो एक्सीलरेशन का यूनिट है वही रिटार्डेशन का यूनिट है. चलो नेक्स्ट 8. रेज योर हैंड्स. 8. who will answer? Yes. D. Displacement is 0. 8. Answer is D. Displacement is 0. Anybody requires explanation for 8?
नो
Huh? Motion started and came back at same point. Okay?
जीरो
So it is 0. 9. What is 9? Come on, 9. Anybody for 9? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Problem for sale. Come on. Huh?
D.
D. How do you convert kilometer per hour into meter per second? Multiply by 5 upon 18. What is 5 upon 18?
5.9 होता है
हाँ, बहुत बढ़िया बेटा.
5/18
मतलब 18 किलोमीटर पर आवर. हाँ, into 5/18 मीटर पर सेकंड. कितना हो गया?
5 meters per second
ठीक है. Last question. What is the answer? B.
B.
10. Correct statement is
Sir B. D.
A A
B.
can magnitude of displacement be greater than distance ever?
A
What is it?
A
Uniform speed में v change होता है क्या? If v is constant, if there is no change in speed, can there be acceleration possible? Is there acceleration possible? Then value of acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 everywhere. Is it true?
false
No. Pole पे different है, equator पे different है.
Sir D.
Satellite moves around Earth in a circular orbit with uniform velocity. This is correct. D is correct.
Yes, sir D.
Okay.
yes sir
Option A is also correct in certain situations. What is the situation? When the object is moving in circular path. Uniform movement होता है, uniform होता है. ठीक है? करो. Okay, so one more. Okay.
सर कितना आएगा उतना सब
कितना होगा तो start करो.
हाँ सर
Right.